Aloha. Welcome to ABD Seminars sessions. Today, we're going to talk about truth in lending. And you go, what is that? Well, it's a federal law. And it was called Reg Z, or Truth in Lending. And it refers to a federal law that became effective in July of 1969. And it's part of the Consumer Credit Protection Act, whatever that means, right? And the main purpose of the law is to assure that borrowers that need to borrow money for consumer spending are given full disclosure of everything they need to know about what they just borrowed and what they signed on a contract. And consumers can then see, okay, they gave me this disclosure. What? They're charging me 24% interest over the next year? So these are the kinds of disclosures that the federal government says you must give to the consumer. Now, the law creates a disclosure device, but it doesn't say there's a limit on the rate or the interest rate that can be charged. So that's up to the consumer whether they want to pay 24 or 30%, which is ridiculous, but that's how sometimes companies charge. Example would be, if you ever see furniture to buy or to own, if you look at the real fine print, they're charging 24% interest. If you're going to buy a vacuum cleaner or some sort of appliances, and they're pretty expensive, like some of them could be $1,500 to $2,000, their interest rate is 18 to 20 to 24%. So they have to disclose to you what it's going to cost you, how much down payment you need to make, and what the interest rate will be, and how long you have to pay. So this is why the Truth in Lending law came about, to protect the consumer, to make sure that they have full disclosure and they can make good comparisons between what that loan will be. The law applies to all consumer credit, was extended to a consumer. Okay, it's a natural person, not a corporation or partnership. It's for personal, family, or household uses. And the example I gave you was furniture. It could be exercise equipment. It could be appliances. And my favorite target is the vacuum cleaners. Okay, because they have vacuum cleaner salespeople. They go out there door to door and try to sell you a vacuum cleaner that's going to cost $2,000. And they're going to make you sign a contract or have you sign a contract if you can't afford it for an extended period of time at usually high interest rates. It covers all personal, not business loans, up to $25,000. Whether it's either a finance charge or by written agreement, it's payable in more than 4 installments. So if you ever see these infomercials and they say 4 easy payments, then this Reg Z doesn't apply. But if it's 5 or more payments, then the Reg Z applies. So it's interesting that you're going to see these infomercials that say 4 easy payments or 3 easy payments, but it doesn't go over 4. It also covers all real estate loans, regardless of the amount. So if you're going to borrow money to buy a house, then Reg Z would apply. But if it's for business use, then it does not apply. So hopefully you understand a little bit more about what Reg Z does cover. And it's for personal use up to $25,000. And if you're going to mortgage a house to get these services, they want to make sure you understand fully what you're paying for. Hope this helps. Aloha.